do breadsticks with that.
Get some good shots going. Jay, give us a wave. Give us a wave, boys. That'll do.
What's your name?
Wayne.
John, have you got keys for it?
A little saw the sensor. Do you want to sound the Sorry.
Well, there's supposed to make a quick comment.
No, what bleep is, Andy? Bleep, bleep, bleep. Are you alright? Yeah, fine. He's away.
Are you good on computer? Yeah? We've only just got this one. This used to be
We're all sure we've been on time points today. Special day.
mind doing the conversation this way? Give away, Cass. Doing a good job there, love. Don't put the vodka in there till last.
Get me just rocking on the back. Thinking this
Yes.
Betty, they're all old members.
I'll stand up.
Young members. Lisa was an old member. They trained you well. And he keeps coming back. It's probably the refreshments you like.
Give away then, Mike.
Shame on you!
Shame on you.
Shame!
Go on, Rob, give us away.
Hello!
What do you think about White Moss Youth Club?
It's really good. It's one of the best places.
If you wasn't here, what would you do?
Nothing!
Nothing?
I'd cry my eyes out and go, no!
You
It's
wouldn't.
pain! It hurts! It hurts!
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you come for is a bit of food, innit?
Yeah.
No.
And to see the trophy, basically. Yeah.
Give away, Beth.
I've come here to have fun and enjoy myself.
That's the best way to do it, mate.
I've come...
Awards for voluntary service. Local Lieutenant and Vice Lieutenant has come here this evening to present a nice crystal ornament to the volunteers. Now, we can't ask all the volunteers because we know David, Rainey, our chairman, have been involved with the club for many, many years. But what we want for the volunteers, the nitty-gritty people that are here hand-on day after day doing the work. These boys do a lot of outdoor work. They raise a lot of funds for the club. They're on the management committee, so we don't forget them this evening, because without the management committee, we couldn't perform. So it's nice to see so many people here, local councillors, people from Northwood Housing, and there's hosts of people. Gary McCaffrey over there, he was one of our our second member, because I was the first. The second member that walked through the door when we opened in 1967. And it's great to see him. What he's doing now, he's on a fundraising committee trying to raise money because our next objective is to have a new raised roof put on here and new lighting, because you can see it's a little bit dismal in here, but there's lots of people with lots of brightness, and we hope that eventually we've got £25,000 towards the project for 70 grand, and we're hoping we're going to get there. And one of our belated people that used to be here, Roy Williams, said to us, success, that's what that reads there, success breeds success, and this is what today, this evening is all about. So without further ado, I'm going to stop talking at this stage and introduce you to Vice Lieutenant of Manchester, David Wilson. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in the room, first of all, congratulations. And I was thinking when I read the papers that you were founded just over 40 years ago, and I was trying to think, when would that be? And I had just a piece of paper out and a pencil and work it out. It came to 1967. And I thought, well, what's remarkable about that? And it was a year after England won the World Cup. So the people who came as members in those days, they would remember that we won the World Cup. And we haven't won it since. But
actually, that year, Bobby Charlton came round with us here, going round to local pubs. Raising money for what we call those days the club week.
But anyway, the fact that you've been going for 41 years and you're still here means you must have been doing something right. I mean, this is the story about it all. And the fact you've been going 40 years means that you offer something to the community, the community wants it, and you're still here and you're winning prizes now, which is fine. So, I know from talking to various people that you are a regarded organisation, and your due deserts are coming your way in having awarded to you the Queen's Award, which I'll hand over in a few minutes. But you know, one of the things about clubs like this, it's you need the members and the parents, you need the schools round about, you need all the voluntary groups, and you work in partnership with other people. And I'm very pleased to hear that you work very closely with the Housing Association, with the Health Service and other people, which is important. And by a strange coincidence, I've been to a meeting today at ManCat, which I'm involved, and the Prime Minister came. And he's been talking about launching a new bid for the public services getting more attuned to what people want and working in partnership. And I think it's very important that, I know from my experience being involved with Council Hospital some years ago, the only way Council Hospital works is not only the staff and obviously the patients who get better, but it's working with agencies around the place who are essential to the well-being of the hospital and the people who go there. So if you don't work with people, no one knows what you do, and if you work with people, you cooperate with them, and you get a better result as a result of that. And this is very much the case of this organisation. So I applaud everything that you do. And I think that reading your records and seeing tonight what you do here, having walked round, both inside and outside, I think you're well deserving of the Queen's Award for Voluntary Service. So it is with great pleasure that I'm going to present in a few minutes to the chairman and to the club the Queen's Award. But I think to make this effective for the young people who are involved and other people, would the following like to join the chairman beside here, and that is Karen Hill and Jenny Gavin. If you come along. Johnny Biggs, 12 years. Who's had 20 years service. And I know she's a great one at making cakes for special occasions. And then John Biggs, who's been a volunteer 41 years here, so we're all delighted. And everybody in the room, those who I've not mentioned, thank you for all that you do, and all you will do, and everybody connected with this club deserves every congratulations. So, on behalf of the Queen and Royal Family, may I present to the Chairman the Queen's Award for Voluntary Service 2008, and it's a very heavy paperweight.
I'm holding it. That's it, folks. That's what we've been working hard for. There is one young lady that should have been with us, Karen Deepin. Unfortunately, her son's gone in hospital today for an operation. So she couldn't be with us tonight, so hope everything turns out for her. Selwyn, our Federation chairman, he's going to say a few words on behalf of the Federation. Selwyn?
Okay, thanks John. Good evening everyone. It's a real pleasure to be with you here tonight on this very important and very essential evening for White Moss. The Federation, as you probably know, is a bit like a family where it brings all the clubs together to help and to work together and to improve the youth work in Manchester. And on these occasions, it's very good indeed to be able to celebrate success. And this really is one of the pinnacles of success to receive the Queen's Award. Queen's Awards are not easy to come by, I can assure you. They're not given out like Tesco stamps used to be years ago. You have to have done something very special, which is recognised by a lot of important people. I used to be an assessor for Queen's Awards in higher and further education, and I know exactly the sort of rigorous process which all the awards which were put forward had to go through. And they had to be of a really high standard and actually demonstrate quite clearly that the people putting the award forward had made a difference. And what it means for White Moss is that people have recognised the contribution that this club has made to the local community. Not just in youth work, but in that much wider community development. Bringing people in, helping people along when they have problems, giving guidance and support when people need it, which is particularly important in areas such as this, where sometimes people don't always get the best of deals, and the club is doing a tremendous amount to help people move on, get better positions in life, and that's what the Queen's Award is actually recognising tonight through the volunteers who work in this club, that the efforts they are making are actually making a difference for people. And that really is what the Federation is also about, and that's why I'm so pleased to be here. I'd like to congratulate not just the club as a whole, because that's not what the club is. The club is about people. It's all of you who come to this club in whatever way, as youngsters who enjoy the activities, as volunteers who give so much of your time freely to helping, but all the others who just see this as a place perhaps to visit occasionally, because you make the club. And this award is a recognition of all your efforts in this area of Manchester to make a difference. So can I congratulate all of you from the Federation on the tremendous work you've done.
Our local councillor, Councillor Hackett, is just going to say a few words on behalf of the council.
Well, not only on behalf of the council, but on behalf of everyone who lives in this part of Manchester, I think we should say a big thank you to everyone connected with the club today, but also in the past, over the last 40 years. And we had a 40-year birthday party in the Charlestown. I can't remember exactly how many people came, whether it was 400 or 500 of people who over the years had got something really important out of the club and remembered it and came along. Many of those people still live very locally, but not all of them. So the club has touched the lives of thousands of people and in a really beneficial way. So we need to say thank you. It is a real honour, and we all ought to recognise that. There are hundreds of voluntary organisations throughout Manchester. There are just about 50 in Charlestown ward. This is the only organisation to be recognised in this way, and out of probably hundreds of thousands of voluntary organisations throughout the country, less than 100 are recognised in this way each year. So it's not a common thing, it's not an easy thing, and a big thank you is due to all those people. I was a bit worried when you were saying about Sir Matt Busby, because you said to me, oh, we must remember to say something about Sir Matt Busby, about Roy, about Violet Carson, and I made a note here, who else? I missed someone out. And Fufu Lamar. And Merlin Manning. All people who have seen this club as an important thing to support and be associated with over many years. And when you come in the door at the front and you see Elliot's house, that should be a reminder to us all of Mr. and Mrs. Elliot, the first people who basically, without whose efforts, this club wouldn't be what it is and possibly wouldn't exist at all. So we do have, we've got to say thank you to all those people over the last 40 years who've made a contribution to this community and to all the individuals and families who have benefited from their hard work. Now, I think I'd just like to say, yes, the club's made a difference, and it's not just the young people, because it helps and supports the community as a whole now, and that's a good thing, because I think gone are the days when organisations could just help young people. Communities need young people and old people across the generations to work together. And this club, over the last few years, has worked very closely with schools, with businesses, with other organisations, with people's families, and many of the volunteers, their families have made a real, they've made this possible and all that voluntary work as well. So, we must say thank you to everyone. But volunteering is a good thing, and think selfishly, being a volunteer helps you. It gives you self-confidence, maybe you learn skills, but it's a pleasure. You enjoy it, and many people enjoy doing something for someone else, and that's an important thing, and that's something that we have got to celebrate and is recognised. So volunteering, and this is a bit of a call for to get other people involved, is something you can enjoy, you will enjoy, and is of benefit to you. Now, businesses, I might say this, but I hope that we can get some more help and support, not just financial, because businesses have found the benefits of persuading their staff and sometimes customers to act as volunteers as well. So that's an important thing. And of course, as I said before, it benefits the community enormously. Without the network of friends and cooperation, the place in which we live in would not be what it is, and many of the good things come from that. Now, this isn't the richest place in the world, but this club is a nice place to come to. It has a nice atmosphere. People work well together, and that's lasted for a long time. So that's something important to recognise as well. It's a great honour, it's hard won, and everyone concerned deserves the thanks of the community. But I do hope that we can go on from here and use this recognition to build the club, to expand. And there are many constraints, you know, that there are people who would like to use some of the services and who can't. We need more money, we need, and outside here John referred to the fundraising, there's a thermometer. We're almost half there. We've got to, you know, reach boiling point, get the roof sorted out. So this is an opportunity to build on the success and good work of everyone who's come to this club over the last 40 years. It's a great honour, and I think you all should give yourself a big pat on the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody else, this young lady down there, she was giving herself a pass on the back like this, typical this young lady. But this is what the club's all about. It's young people. I hope that in another 10 years, these young people are going to be here helping out. I've loved it over the 40 years. I've had a lot of backing from my wife, from my son, from the volunteers, from the staff, from the youth service, from Northern Housing, the city councillors, and everybody. Without the input from all the people here tonight, parents, I love doing what I do. I'm here because I enjoy doing it. And thanks very much for this evening. And I'm going to open the buffet because the ladies, the three ladies that have really done the buffet, I think she's done us proud, and I think you'll enjoy yourself. So enjoy to have a look down the picture and have a bite and a drink to eat on behalf of these young people. And thank you very much.
Robert, sorry, the man.
Right, John, it's the day after the Queen's Award. How did you think it all went in the end?
Well, I thought it went very, very well. Everybody pulled together. The three ladies that did the buffet, Karen, Linda and Jenny, what a marvellous thing they did, and well done to everybody. I mean, it pulled it together, and it's something that I will remember, and even our friend Roy Williams must have been looking down last night. It was an absolute cracking evening, and without everybody's input it wouldn't have been here, but we made a real show of it, and we showed the community that we can put a good thing on, and it was recognised by the Queen's Award for 2008 for volunteer service. Thanks to everybody that took part. I'm just so glad that the award was given to White Moss Club for Young People, and we're here today. We're cleaning up after the event now, and it was just a job well done by everybody.
Yeah. What's your hands?
What we were doing was our usual, from jive talking from 75 onwards, we were just using our usual influences of Black American music, which was progressive R&B.